It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Inner Harbor of Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, this is one that the defensive coordinators have had a long week because these quarterbacks, you can prepare and prepare for them, but because of their legs, you never know what they're going to do.
Yeah, when the play breaks down, I think that's where the real fun begins. I mean, it is just so hard. You mentioned it. These defensive coordinators, they spend all week, and every time the ball is snapped, you really have to defend two plays. And what I mean is you defend the initial play that is called by the offense in the huddle, and then you also have to defend the scramble play, the breakdown, the improv. That's what makes these quarterbacks so dangerous, and it just takes one breakdown defensively for a big play, and it's 6.
The kicker, Tyler Bass, has us ready to start, and off we go here in Baltimore. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. It's the tight end Likely in motion. First play from the 25, and they'll throw. He's got his tight end, Mark Andrews. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They'll motion over Flowers. Play action now. Jackson. A pass pulled in by Henry. A pickup there of 13. 1st down, Baltimore.
That's already 2 catches for this guy, and we haven't even seen him hand the ball to him yet, and that's really what these running backs have become in the league. They're really just all-around weapons, and if the ground game's not working, you can go to the air, and vice versa. The more times this guy touches the ball, the better it is for this offense.
First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. And he'll take this down to the 43, a short pickup there. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Bateman is the motion man. Jackson now on 2nd down. He'll find Aguilar, complete.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Third and short, Jackson. He finds his receiver, that's Bateman. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up 1st downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
A give right up the middle to Henry. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it. You start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
They'll try and run for this with Henry. And he'll have it. He'll have it at the 16-yard line. First down picked up as the running game comes through. In motion comes Andrews. A first down throw for Jackson. Got his man at the 6. And the Ravens are going to have a first and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, this is how you dream up the opening script. You get the ball first, and you want to go down and set the tone for the rest of the game. Well, it looks like the coaches did a great job when they built that script during the week. But that big-time throw, they got a shot now with first and goal to end this opening drive.
That is caught back corner of the end zone. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Baltimore. And they get the first points of the game. What a way to start it, Greg. You get the ball. It's what you want to do. Settle into this game on top 6-0.
Mike, how often do we have coaches tell us the importance of playing with the lead? Well, they come take the ball right away on the first drive, all the way down there and strike first. And now the rest of the way, let's see how it plays out.
Now Justin Tucker for the point after. The kick is good. And the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Buffalo offense set to go to work for the first time. They'll be led by the big fella, 6'5" quarterback Josh Allen.
And I'm not sure I enjoy watching any quarterback in the league more than I enjoy watching Josh Allen. I mean, he's a bit of a throwback in terms of his play style. I mean, he's just as likely to throw a 65-yard bomb for a touchdown as he is in 4th and short to run over the middle linebacker. I mean, he plays with such a hard, aggressive style. There's not a lot of guys built like him, Mike, and I'll tell you what, he's a blast to watch.
That's caught. It's Amari. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
In motion, Shakir. Whoa! And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A gain there of 24 yards. Good for a Bills first down. We are through 1. 7-0 is our score. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. They'll come up here 1st and 10. Now the first carry for the younger Cook brother. This is James Cook. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Ravens offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. They lead it here in the 2nd quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. He'll get this out to his running back. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And he'll work his way down to about the 41. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing Jackson. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Two minutes remain. First half in a 7-0 game. We'll come back to Baltimore after this. Now a 3rd and 2. Bateman is the motion man. Jackson on 3rd and 2. Coming open, that's the tight end likely. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Jackson now to throw on first down. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. And he's going to be taken down.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. And at the very least, got to come away with some points.
They've got it at the 8, first down and goal. And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game. Now it is first and goal. To the air one more time with Jackson. And he's going to be taken down right around the 9. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Nine yards from the end zone for second down and goal. Jackson up top again. Taking off. And he's into the end zone. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Tucker, good on the extra point. And the Ravens move out on top, 14-0. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Bills offense going to take over just before the half. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. Cooper going in motion. Throwing now. Allen here on first down. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. The tight end Kincaid in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. That's taken in by Shakir. And he's going to have the first down. They're also in field goal range at the 28-yard line. From the gun, Josh Allen. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. The Bills going to use their final timeout here as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Again, it's Allen to the air. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Allen gonna throw again. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
On 4th down, Tyler Bass now for the Bills field goal. No issues there. This one is good. And the Bills are on the board just before halftime.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Four seconds still to be played in this half as that one's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in this 11-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Michael, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the halftime report. We saw a terrific first half from the dual-threat quarterback, Lamar Jackson. He had a touchdown both in the air and on the ground to help push his guys into the lead at the break.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bills offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Allen going to give it to Cook. And he's going to have a Bills first down as the tackle's made it about the 38-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Out of the gun, here's Allen. That's taken in. Keon Coleman. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
He runs with it. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
They'll throw on first down with Allen. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and
nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Odafe Owe bursting in and recording the sack.
Through the first half, it was clear. This pass protection, this offensive line unit, they were clearly up for the challenge. The pass rush was non-existent, but here in the second half, you can sense a little bit more urgency. You can see them start playing with a little more speed and intensity, and it pays off there with their first sack of the day.
On third down, it's Allen. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum, figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going through the air. And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
Derrick Henry heading out along with the rest of this Ravens offense. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and they've made him a real weapon in the passing game. So they come to the line for first down and 10. It's the tight end Likely in motion. On play action, here's Jackson. He finds Likely, his tight end. And after the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
2nd and a yard. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
Aguilar goes off in motion. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. On the option, they give it to Henry. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Second down and 3. It's the tight end Likely in motion. Jackson now on second down to the tight end Likely. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He is in. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Tucker for the point after. It's up and good. And the Ravens move out to a 21-3 advantage. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Johnson now to return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Bills offense ready to get back at it. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He'll find his running back, Cook. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Mike, I love studying the NFL and just seeing the amount of ways NFL coordinators are able to get their running backs now involved in the passing game. They're kind of chess pieces. They can move them out in the slot. They can put them out wide, of course, out of the backfield. It's a big part of today's modern NFL.
A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
On 3rd down, it's Josh Allen. Looking middle, he's got to complete to Coleman.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
They'll try it now with Cook. And he's going to have the Bills' 1st down. They'll wind up getting the yards they need on 4th and 3.
This is a little bit of a tough spot for a play caller, Mike. 4th down, is it close enough that I can run the ball? Is it far enough that I have to risk a pass? That took some courage to call a run play, and fortunate for them, they're able to celebrate after.
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. One of the Ravens has it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
They're going to go right back to Henry. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Two minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. They'll go again here with Henry. And he's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
Well, maybe he's counting a little bit, Mike, on this defense being in pass mode, and maybe you can catch him off guard with the run call. In this case, the defense was ready for all of it. They hold them to no gain. They're going to have to bring out the punt team.
On 4th down, the Ravens call on Jordan Stout to punt. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Bills offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin with 1st and 10. In motion, Shakir. Now Allen on 1st down. Quick throw, taken in. And he's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Now it's Allen. That's over the middle to his tight end, Kincaid. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Now Allen. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. In motion, Shakir. Here's Allen. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. Keon Coleman, the intended receiver. And it's going to be third down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
They pick up a nice chunk play there through the air on third down, but it's not quite enough to move the chains. Now the question is, how aggressive is this head coach willing to be as he tries to extend this drive?
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. He gets this complete to Shakir. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. They get 29 yards. A big pickup on fourth down. 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Allen. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. One more time going up top with Allen. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
4th down. Here's Allen. And he's going to go down. The pressure once again too much, and that should wrap this one up.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Ravens are victorious as we say so long.